What's going on, guys? You saw them in the thumbnail. I'm going to have them both in the thumbnail. We've got two new releases. One called Vanilla Mistral, I believe is how you say that, from Ormonde, Jayne. They reached out, asked if I was interested. Of course. Send it my way. Of course, I always do things no string attached, if you didn't know that. Now you know, because sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. I curse, I do all the things, I do shit my way, or we don't do it. As Michael Paul knows, we have the new Day 3 fragrance that they did in collaboration with artist Colton, Dixon. Desert Rain. So, yeah, same thing, even though there's a relationship here. Mike knows his fragrances could get it too, but he never makes anything even close to subpar. So, likelihood of this being really good. My favorite niche release of the year so far is still Trey Oros from Day 3, one of his previous releases from the beginning of the year. Still top of the food chain for niche releases on 2025 for me. So, we're gonna check them out. There's links down below. No affiliate codes. No nothing. I don't make a penny off of any of this. I don't have affiliate marketing for these two. But you know, if they're good, they're good. If they're okay, they're okay. If they're bad, highly unlikely. But if they are, they are. So let's bust them open. Let's check them out. See what I think they smell like. See what I think's in there. We'll cross-reference with the notes and we'll give a first impressions rating. Stay tuned. So I guess we'll start in order of which they were received. This came in first. I've had it for a little over a week. It just launched, so I haven't looked at the notes or anything. I'm assuming it's a vanilla fragrance based off the name. Their last release that they sent me, Vetiveria, ho 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 ho. You might want to try that one. That's one of the best niche releases of the year for me. That's top 5 niche release. That's a banger. Super well-rounded. Smoky green leaf kind of vetiver stuff. Oh man, so freaking good. Strongly encourage you to check out Vetiveria if you want a really well-rounded quality vetiver fragrance. Shit's banging. Ooh, good looking bottle right there. Kind of this mauve matte finish. I do like their bottles. Ooh, pain in the ass to get it out though. Nice and hefty. Vanilla Mistral Eau de Parfum, batch code, 3 ounce, 88 ml. Nice and hefty. Cap's nice and hefty. Atomizer's almost lined up perfectly. Big wide mist. There's something familiar here, besides vanilla, obviously. Clearly vanilla. It's an earthiness, a distinctive earthiness. And a specific fruit. I'm tripping on the earthiness. As I got close, there's no earthiness. There's something really, really, like tart fruity. Yeah, it's tart. Making my mouth water, though. It's juicy fruit, but it's tart. And it's powdery. Right off Jump Street, it's powdery. And it's not like tropical fruity. I wouldn't call this a tropical fragrance, but it is sweet, tart, fruity, powdery, a touch woodsy, and there's a little spice hovering underneath that I'm getting. Yeah, there's some spice in here as well. Doesn't remind me of anything. Check. I'm always looking for that. Is it original to everything that this nose has smelled? I've never smelled anything like it, so that's always a plus. Yeah, it's kind of opening. That's what I'm thinking it is. So let's go to Yield Parfumo. I would think it's already up there. It is up there. Four Corners of the Earth Reimagined is the name of the collection. Ooh, not a lot of fans. So 6.5 out of 10 on 7 ratings so far. Okay. Okay. All right. Wait till you. Spicy, sweet, fruity, powdery green. Spicy, sweet, fruity, powdery. I've named all of those things. Probably get a little bit greener as it dries. I didn't mention a tone of earthiness, but we got black pepper, cardamom, pistachio, pomegranate. So the pomegranate comes across a little tart, and I think that's because it's mixed with fig, because we got cashmere, fig, and iris. It's powdery because of iris. Sandalwood, vanilla, ambergris, vetiver. That pistachio's got kind of, now that it's settling, there's a little bit of a smoked touch to this, so it's probably like a grilled pistachio kind of note, even though they don't list grilled pistachio, it comes across that way. So a little pinch of black pepper is that spice I'm getting, because it's not like really peppery, but you get a little underlying spice kind of just chilling, even in the opening blast. And that fruitiness is juicy but tart. So fig can be a little bitter, but can be juicy. Pomegranate, very juicy, very ripe smelling most of the time, and sweet. So I think the combination of the two is giving me a tart, juicy fruit smell. It's mixing to make it tart. That's how it comes across to me. It's actually pretty nice. I couldn't disagree with 6.5 out of 10 more. I don't know why people rated that so low. I mean, that's not a terrible rating, but it's far below what I think this is. Just this opening's really nice. It's getting much, much more woodsy. Like, woods are setting in. Like, I would put woody as one of the main accords over green. Much more woodsy than it is green. This is like not the sweet, like feminine leaning unisex fragrance you might think it is if you look at these notes with like pomegranate, iris, fig. Even that, it doesn't really look all that feminine because you got spices, you've got a lot of woody notes, you got vetiver, ambergris, a little musky. I think it's a good one. Let's see what this paragraph says is the name of the profile. Inoffensive, subdued, bourbon vanilla with fig, linear, somewhat shallow and soft projecting, non-gourmand. Yeah, I wouldn't call it gourmand. May pop more in colder weather. Fair enough. He gives it a 6.5 in scent, 7 in longevity, 6 in CI, 7 on bottle. They got comments. Let's read them. How earthy, green, savory is the fig here? I do love fig. Always hunting for the next one. This one sounds so nice. Thank you for sharing. LOL. You love your fig, and this one, the fig is present with subtle, milky woodiness, not really green at all. I agree. I don't find it's green. I don't really get why green is the fifth main accord. Now, I'm beginning stages of this profile, but his assessment right there, I pretty much agree with. Like, I don't find it's like, and I don't even get so much milky, but maybe as it dries, it'll be a little bit creamier. I mean, sandalwood and fig. Vanilla, you got a real strong chance at some creaminess, but I'm getting more powdery and woody. A little bit of creaminess here. I see where he's coming from. I wouldn't exactly call it milky as much as I would throw the word creamy out there. There's a little bit of creaminess starting to set in. But I get a pinch of spice. Even those black pepper and cardamom, you think really spicy. No, not a high dose of either, I don't think. The pistachio kind of jumps out a little bit of that grilled pistachio kind of nuttiness to it. Tart fruit, powdery, a little sweet for sure, and definitely very woodsy at this point because we got cashmere, sandalwood, and vetiver for our woody notes. I think these people with 6.5 out of 10 are tripping. And if it's linear, if it's this the whole way through, yay. I love the way it smells right now. If it doesn't, and it's already changed a little bit, so I don't think it's as linear as that description is because even in this short amount of time, it's changed a little bit. It's not as tart and fruity. It's much more woodsy. You know, the woodiness has definitely set in. It's gotten a little creamy where it was fresher and more powdery at first, where it's still powdery, but it's not as fresh and it's more woodsy. So I don't think it's necessarily completely linear. It might not change a whole lot is what he probably means. And if that's the case, I'm cool with that because I really like what I'm smelling here. I think it's a strong, like 8.25 out of 10. I think it's a great fragrance. I really like this. It does smell a little too heavy for the high heat summer, but I think when the weather starts to cool down a little bit to where we get in maybe the low 80s, high 70s, that milder summer, warmer fall type of weather, I think that's when this one would do really well. I think daytime and evenings, this will be suited, casual and semi-casual, semi-professional, semi-formal, where you kind of go a little bit more upscale with it. Chinos, maybe a nice Oxford short sleeve button up, something like that. So, somewhere in between casual and a little bit more dressy occasion, I think is going to be the sweet spot for this fragrance personally. It's got a lot of character, and even if it is linear, I like what I get from it. So if I get that the whole time, I'm good with that. I quite like it. The vanilla is just right, too. It's not a vanilla bomb. Yeah, vanilla Mistral. I'm going to go with a strong 8.25 out of 10 first impressions rating. I'm actually quite fond of the scent profile. Well, I think we started off pretty hot. So let's check out Desert Rain, Day 3 Fragrances, in collaboration with, as they say it here, vocalist sensation Colton Dixon. Shout out to Colton Dixon. Fun fact, Colton Dixon has a bottle of Evening Mystique. He tagged me in that post when he first got it. He got it a couple of years ago when it was on the market. Shout out to Colton Dixon. Colton Dixon has watched and or still watches, I don't know, this channel. So shout out to you if you happen to see this, Colton. I'm not going to look at the notes. I don't want to know. We will cross-reference after. Keep my attention over here as I pull the bottle out. Right. I love their newer bottle designs. I have a lot of their original bottle designs. They definitely upgraded quite a bit. Day 3 and then Colton Dixon's signature. Nice touch. Love this kind of tealish green. Looks good. Day 3. Nice metal cap. Holds very strong into place. Atomizers lined up. Mike knows the little details that us frag heads like about the atomizer lining up. Really good atomizer too, as you can see. Woodsy. Woodsy and fresh. Let's paint that hand real quick. This is a lot fresher than I was expecting. Citrusy. Didn't see that coming. With a name like Desert Rain, and I've seen a lot of the photography and the photos for the advertising on this, because I follow Colton, and of course I follow Day 3, and I see the pictures separately and together, and it desert, you know, out in the dry, flat earth area. And it is a slightly dry profile, but it's citrusy at the same time. Citrusy and fresh. What is that? There's something that's giving it this specific dry but aromatic quality to the scent. I'm guessing on this one. I don't know what to pinpoint here. I don't know exactly what that could be. Maybe when I see the notes, I'll be like, oh, it must be this. That makes sense. I don't know. This is super pleasant, though. Nothing challenging. Very mass appealing kind of stuff. But, I mean, it's not like, oh, this smells like this fragrance. So that it's not mass appealing like that. Like, it's easy going. Much more easy going than I anticipated. You just wear this with everything. It's very woodsy. It smells like a good bit of some quality cedar, like some Virginia cedar. It smells like a really good cedar note. Like it's dominated with a really good cedar note. Let's pull it up on here and we'll cross-reference with what's on the box. Okay, so it's not on here. So let's go to Day 3 Fragrances website instead. Yeah, see, that's Colton out in the desert leaning against his Porsche. So, yeah, the marketing dictates a drier profile. Here we go. All right, notes. Let's see. Juniper, cactus blossom, nutmeg. There's my dry, woody smell. But it's typically spicier with that. So juniper is the aromatic note. The cactus blossom might be what I can't quite decipher what it is. Because it's a slight bitter but juicy. It's not super green, though. So that's why I wouldn't have guessed a cactus note. But bergamot, papyrus, green tea, desert rain accord. That's probably adding to the freshness. Sage, another aromatic note. Sandalwood, olibanum, so there's some smokiness as it dries. Leather accord, and dry woods. Dry woods. I'm sure dry woods includes some nice quality cedar here. I smell something along the lines of like a Virginia cedar. The base features a very special Mysore sandalwood and leather combination to give the fragrance a unique depth and complexity. Okay. So it's Mysore sandalwood, which Argos Christian loves to use the Mysore sandalwood as well. Okay. I mean, that's going to be the same thing that's on this box because it's Day 3's website. Yeah, juniper, cactus blossom, bergamot, green tea, papyrus, sage, desert rain. Sandalwood, frankincense, leather. Mm-hmm. They don't list the dry woods. They list dry woods on the site, but not on here. Okay, so never mind. Their website and their actual box. There's a discrepancy, but I smell the dry woods. I believe it. We collaborated with vocalist sensation Colton Dixon to capture the sensation of rain in the desert. Inspired by his hit song Build a Boat, this refreshing fragrance, it is kind of refreshing, but still manages to be a little dry. That's what I'm saying. That citrus, that bergamot really jumps out. This refreshing fragrance is for anyone who wants to experience the moment that desert silence gives way to the rain-drenched renewal. This is Desert Rain. Gotta love the storytelling. Bottles are great. Quality of oils are great. Blend is original. It doesn't remind me of anything. Doesn't blow me away, though. Not a wow factor fragrance. A really good fragrance. This can't top a Bani. This can't top a Tres Oros at all. Like, that's my top two still. That's the pinnacle of the brand for me. It's a very well-rounded woody fragrance. Like, I really get a lot of the dry woods here. And I guess the sandalwood blending into that as well. I don't get a lot of leather. I don't get much smoke. I get plenty of citrus, juniper. I get all the aromatics. And I'm guessing that's that cactus blossom note that I'm smelling. So a lot of the notes I am getting, but it's really easy to wear. This is a super easy to wear, versatile fragrance. That Desert Rain Accord must just be adding this brightness, this freshness to it. It's not necessarily like a watery smell, but it's a very fresh fragrance. I would call this a fresh aromatic wood. A woody aromatic, but more of a fresh woody aromatic, like, because it's very, very fresh. I think this is another one that's a solid 8.25. I think both of these fragrances are a solid 8.25. They're just a click above the standard great rating. Standard great rating would be right at 8 out of 10. And then I do quarter points. So it could be 8.25, 0.5, 0.75. The closer it gets to outstanding. Because once we get to 9, that's the ones that are like, blow my mind, oh my God, outstanding, amazing. This is totally me. Whereas I can get a lot of wear out of this. That is for sure. This is a very good original quality fragrance. I would classify it as a fresh woody aromatic. I would add that word fresh because its level of freshness dictates the designation, I think. So, again, very great work from them. Not their best work to my taste in particular. This might be someone's favorite fragrance from the brand, and I can totally understand why. But for me, it's still Bani. I love the mango papaya. And then that honey cinnamon pineapple plantain combination of Tres Oros is just sheer magnificence. Aileen, beautiful vanilla oud fragrance. Like, I would put those three over this one. This one could probably fall into the top 5 for wearability for sure. The wearability really gives this one a climb into that top 5, I think. So I think this top 5 from the house, not quite top 3. My top 3 is pretty solid and solidified with Aileen taking up the 3rd slot, Bani, and Tres Oros. It depends on the day between which one's 1 or 2, you know. But that's my top 3. I think this one creeps into the top 5. Totally worth a sample. I think these boys did really good here. Good job, fellas. Good job, fellas. First impressions rating on this one. Desert Rain, Colton Dixon, and Day 3 fragrances. We get that focus. 8.25 out of 10. Well, we've got 2 great fragrances here. Totally believe they are. I would strongly suggest sampling. Just because I like them doesn't mean you will. Just because I give them 8.25s, they may be 9 or 10s for you. They may be 2s, 5s, or 7s for you. You won't know until you try it to see if it's your taste. Because I do rate this above what the average rating on those 7 ratings on Parfumo is. And I have a feeling I'm not the highest rating for this. I'm confident I'm in a really good range. Because I really feel, I mean, I judge everything for myself. But I think the wearability and the uniqueness of this fragrance is really what sells it and knocks it home for me. If I didn't already like really, really want to wear Mancera Lemon Lime today, I would put this in today's spot. So I'm going to put it tomorrow because this, I think you can totally wear this in the summer. So I'm going to rock that one tomorrow. Saturday's fragrance is going to be Desert Rain. This a little too hot for this one. This one's going to sit to the side until the weather starts to cool down a bit more, but I am eager to check that one out. I think this is going to be really good in the fall. So thank you, Ormonde, Jayne, and Day 3 for sending these my way. Again, I'll have Links to their websites below if you want to order some samples or check anything out. Again, I don't benefit financially from it or anything like that. I just, I'd tell you if I make an affiliate commission. I don't have any affiliate links or anything like that. But whether I make a penny or not, what I think's what I think. And if you don't agree and think I'm not telling you what I really think, fuck off and don't watch me. I don't know what else to tell you. So thank you guys for checking out the video. If you sample it, I hope you like it. It's always better to like what you're going to get a sample of, right? So make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.